welcome back to my channel. I'm cooking a chicken today and I'm gonna make a homemade stuffing. Homemade dressing is what we call it. So I thought I'd show you guys how I do that. I know everybody probably knows how to bake a chicken. Maybe somebody don't. I'm sure everybody knows how to make a homemade dressing, stuffing. Maybe you don't. But I just thought I'd show you how I do mine. And yeah, so let's go. All right, so first thing I do, I don't know if anybody washes their chicken or turkey or whatever. I do. I don't know if you're supposed to, if you're not supposed to. I just always have. So I'm gonna grab a knife and I'm gonna cut this open and get this bird out. And make sure there's nothing in her. Oh, there's some gizzards. I like to just make sure that all the feathers are kind of off. Make sure everything's cleaned out. And then I'm going to run the hot water. Just kind of rinse it. Like I said, I don't know if everybody does this or not. I always have. So if you do, okay. If you don't, that's okay too. I just always have. All right. Put it over here in the roaster. All right. So I got the chicken over here and I just patted it down. So I use a stick of butter, a lemon, an onion, onion, lemon. I got some minced garlic. I have granulated garlic, and I have onion powder. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my lemon. I'm going to keep these ends because I'm going to put them in the water. So when I baste. So I cut them like that. And then I put in 2 inside. And then I take my onion. I put 2 of those in the cavity. And then I put these in the water. So I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to sprinkle some around. Ooh. And then just throw that down there. And then I'm going to take my butter. Probably just a half stick. Cut that in little slices. And I'm going to stick it under, if you guys can see that, under the skin. Just going to push it down in there. Like that. Just kind of push it all down around so it melts really good. All right, I'm going to wipe my hands here. And I'm going to take some garlic powder. Just sprinkle that around. Some onion. I'm going to take a little bit of garlic, minced garlic. Gotta grab this. I'm going to just put maybe all that much in for the water. All right, so I have a little bit of Bell seasoning. This is what I use to make my homemade stuffing also. I'm just going to put a little bit on the top. And then I'm going to get some water. All right, I'm going to put some water in here. Just enough so it can steam, but it'll make its own juices too. Put some pepper, some salt, some pepper and some salt. And that's how I do my bird. Put the cover on, and I got it for $3.50. I like to cook. All right, so now I'm going to start my stuffing. I like to get the onions and celery cooking first. That way, and then I can peel the potatoes and get those boiling. But I got 2 sweet onions. I love the sweet onions. So I got 2 of these. The size don't matter. I mean, I guess matters if you like a lot of onion, which I do, then I put a lot of onion. If you don't like a lot, then I wouldn't worry about it. If you don't, I mean, all right. So we're gonna slice these up.
Walking home late at night, maybe 2:30. A little drunk, but I'm alright, 'cause I've been hanging with you, and it feels like love. Tell me if I'm wrong, 'cause it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine.
All right, so I got my celery. It's all washed. And I like the celery hearts. They're just a little sweeter. And yes, I do use the leaves. They give it a good flavor. I really don't see much difference. So let's get these chopped up. Cut out these ends.
Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you. Yeah. I think about you and I want you here with me. Am I out of my mind? Or is this how it should be? You made me sing about love. So just tell me if I'm wrong, but it feels like love. Yeah, it feels like love. Yeah. Don't know what you do, but you make me feel fine. And you can't deny we are not just killing time. You should let me know if you want this true. Baby, you just make me feel crazy. A little crazy for you.
breaking down, softening up. And I am going to add some salt and pepper. Salt helps it to sweat down faster too. Gets them really soft. Now, I'm gonna let those cook down. All right, so I have 4 pounds of potatoes. Now, if I was doing this for like Thanksgiving, Christmas dinner, like we usually do for the whole family, I'd use 2 bags of these. But where it's just me, I love it cold. And I love making sandwiches out of it with the chicken and stuffing sandwich, some mayonnaise. That's really good. All right, so I'm just going to peel up these potatoes, cut them up, get them boiling.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance.
All right, so here's the last little tiny potato. Cutting this one up. All right, get this out of here. And I'll give them a good wash. All right, so let's go over here to the stove. I'll put these on to cook. I'll show you how this is looking. Oh yeah, they're starting to soften up good. So some people might think this is a lot, but this is how we've always done it. My mother taught me how to make this. My sister always made it. I mean, we've had it in the family since I can remember. I like a lot of butter because it makes it moist. I don't like a dry stuffing. So I'm going to put 2 sticks in there. You got to remember too, I mean, this potato and bread. So you want that bread to be not thick and chunky and hard, and you know, you want everything to be nice and moist. So I'm gonna let this melt down, and they're just gonna kind of like boil in it, I guess I should say. Boil. I guess you'd say boil. Simmer. There you go. Simmer. I am going to add a little bit of the Bell seasoning because I put a lot of this in my stuffing too. This is what gives it such a good flavor. And I just kept that bottle to put stuff in because I ripped off this. But this is what it looks like in the store. You know, just these little boxes of Bell's seasoning. Also, I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic. Maybe that much. Not a lot, not to overpower it, but just to give it some good flavor. This will really soften those onions and celery up too. All right, so I'm going to turn that down. Just let that kind of simmer, melt down, blend together. I'm going to wait for the potato. All right, so I'm going to wait till everything is kind of cooled down. And that way I can mix everything up because I use my hands. And he's constantly with me all the time. He watches me cook. We are on the computer. We watch TV. He's with me all the time. Aren't you, Charlie? Yeah, he's learning to cook too. All right, when everything cools down, we'll be back and I'll show you how I mix everything together. All right, so now that this is cooled down enough for me to touch, I'm gonna put some gloves on. Because like I said, I get right in with my hands and I just don't want it up underneath my fingernails. That's gross, but. So just mash that all out. So just mash this all up. Add the onions and the celery. And then I bought 2 loaves of bread. Just any bread will do. It doesn't matter whichever kind you want to put in there. Usually dried out bread is good, but it doesn't matter to me really. I think either dried or either fresh, it works the same. So what I'm doing is just pulling pieces. I grab a handful and then I'm just pulling pieces. And don't ask me how many I use because I really don't know. I go by taste and texture. So you can just kind of watch, I guess, and count how many. So that was the heel, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the heel in 4 slices right there. So if you want to count, while I'm putting these in, sometimes I use a whole loaf, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I use 2 loaves. Now when I make it really big for Thanksgiving, Christmas, yes, of course I use 2 loaves because I use more potatoes. So I'm grabbing 4 more. But just keep picking pieces off.
Maybe I was blind, known you forever while I tried to find someone that could be my great love. Right in front of me, I didn't realize you were my dream. So you took me by surprise. Oh yeah, even in my wildest dreams, I didn't think we were destined to be. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like oh yeah. When I give you every part of me, I can't believe this is reality. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like oh yeah. I'm just curious, when did you know you had feelings for me? Maybe somehow we've always known that we have chemistry, but always chasing after someone else. So this took me by surprise. Oh yeah,
So I did use one whole loaf, and this is 22 ounces. So let's squish, fold, and squish. So I think one loaf did that, where it was 4 pounds of potato, 2 onions, the celery, and the butter. Because that's kind of a, you can put it in a ball. So that's kind of how I like it. All right, so now that's like that. We are going, I probably should have taken these lids off to wash them after I'm done. So you're going to take your Bell seasoning. I dumped a little box in here. And I do this to taste. I put a little bit of onion powder. Put some of that on because I like the flavor of it. I don't put a lot, but you may see me add a little more because, like I said, I do it to taste. And then we're mixing it all up again.
Everything feels like art, yeah. Wanna give you every part of me. I can't believe this is reality. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like art, even in my wildest dreams, even in my wildest dreams. Oh yeah, even in my wildest dreams, I didn't think we were destined to be. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like art, yeah. Wanna give you every part of me. I can't believe this is reality. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like art, yeah.
It like that, or you can flatten it, whichever. And then I'm going to cover this with tin foil and bake it in the oven at 350 for probably a half an hour until the edges around here are crispy. Not too long, because then it will just dry it out. Okay. I'm going to take my gloves off. Like I said, this is going to go in the oven at 350 for about a half an hour. All right, guys, I just pulled out the stuffing, and it is very, very moist. If you want, you can take the tin foil off soon and have yours a little crunchier on top. I like it just like this. I don't like it real crunchy. So that's the stuffing. All right, let's look at this chicken. It's tender, it's falling apart. Looks really good. Okay guys, so there's my chicken and stuffing recipe. Like I said, make it your own. Do whatever you like with yours. Just thought I'd put it out there, how I make it. It's been in the family for years. But if you like my video, give me that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps my channel grow. And I did make it to 1,000 subscribers. So thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Loving this moment, can we stay here forever?